Freddy. I'm Freddy. I'm Freddy. I'm Freddy. Freddy.
Oh man, I can tell some stories. It's one of the coolest things I think that could happen to anybody happened to me. And it was one of those things where we didn't plan it. We were in Egypt, and on an off day, me and a buddy decided, hey, let's go diving. And we had a car or something. I can't remember exactly how we even got there, but we grabbed our dive gear, and we just literally went to the beach in Alexandria. And no big deal, just by ourselves. And we just got in the waters, a beach dive right from the sand, right there from the beach, and it was near the harbor. And now we're diving around, and all of a sudden, I'm seeing things underwater. When I say things, I'm seeing statues, and I'm little small sphinxes and obelisks. And, you know, when you come upon that, you didn't expect it. Nobody told you it was there. Wow. What do you think? You're like, did they put it here is this on purpose? Did they put it here do people come dive this on? But what it turned out to be, and this would have been in 1982 or 3, I think. What it turned out to be was they discovered that this was Cleopatra's palace. And whether it sunk or the water rose, it's now underwater, but it's accessible right there from the beach. There were no signs, there was no tape saying stay away, none of that kind of thing. It was awesome. That was a great experience, just something to happen, one of the better ones, right? And then there was another one in Florida, which was kind of fun and kind of funny. And if anybody's dove springs or the rivers out in Florida, the rivers are crystal clear and they move slow. But one thing is that they flood once a year. Literally flood, like a lot more water, but it's not moving very fast. It's still slow, so it's still crystal clear. And there's a river called Ichetucknee River. And we just literally pulled off the highway onto a boat ramp somewhere, backed my Jeep up, floated the gear out. Everybody got in their gear, and we went scuba diving in this flooded river. And it was about 10 feet deeper than the banks of the original river. And what makes it such a cool dive is it was surreal. You could see fish swimming through pine trees and the forest. Wow. You could see flowers in full bloom, but they're underwater. I have a picture holding my body straight out with one arm from a sign that says no alcoholic beverages beyond this point, right? The buildings were cinder block. They were unlocked. They took everything out of them every year when they would flood, except for the stuff that was waterproof. And so we could go inside there and check them out. We had pictures of sitting on the porta potties underwater. So that was kind of crazy. But the weird thing was, if you did it, and only if you did it, you would know this. We'd swim back into the forest, and we'd get shallower and shallower and shallower the further we went. And when you got to where you could stand up, you poked your head out, all of a sudden it's dark. And you put your face back under, and it's light. And it's dark, and it's light.
That sounds awesome.
The reason why was the water would refract the light back into the forest a little bit. So you could dive and see everything, and then all of a sudden you poke up, and it was kind of dark. And that's because the canopy, the trees were so thick, they just blocked it out. So when we were going home, we stopped at a restaurant. You know, my wife was there, a couple of buddies, and we're exhausted, we're tired. And the waitress says, well, you guys look like you had some fun today. I said, yeah, we were scuba diving in the Ichetucknee River. And her face went, you know, like something was wrong. I'm like, what? She says, that's illegal. Illegal? Why? Right? And she said, because this time of year when they flood, all the crocodiles' nests are underwater. The alligators or whatever they are underwater, and they're swimming around and they're agitated. And then the water moccasins, the same kind of thing. So it was a really cool dive. It was kind of fun.
That's amazing.